So right now I'm at the Melody Ranch Motion Picture Studio, home to the Santa Clarita Cowboy Festival, presented by Lockheed Federal Credit Union, and I am joined with Festival Director Mike Fleming. Mike, the festival is rapidly approaching.
Right around the corner, and we're really excited. It seems like it gets here before you know it, and we're holding it at one of the most glorious spots you could possibly hope for a festival, let alone a cowboy festival, Melody Ranch Motion Picture Studio. I love it out here.
Which is a working movie studio and home to many, many hundreds of westerns.
Oh, you bet. Well, a lot of people, of course, recognize Deadwood, and also Gunsmoke that ran for years here, Lone Ranger, you name it. It seems like all of them have been here at some point.
Okay, and we've talked before about this 2012 Cowboy Festival and some of the new changes that we're seeing. Today we're going to focus primarily on what is going on here at the ranch. So tell us, take us through, especially for people that haven't been before, what people are going to see when they come here.
Well, I like to tell people to think of it as a Renaissance fair with cowboy hats. Is probably the way to think about it. There'll be a lot of people here, but they all love to dress Western, and you don't have to, but it's part of the fun to show up with your fancy cowboy duds if you like. But there's 4 different stages with shows going on all day, both days, Saturday and Sunday. We have vendors in almost every one of the buildings here on Main Street, and we have 2 other vendor areas as well. We have a food court, and of course everybody asks, is the peach cobbler going to be there? We have the world famous peach cobbler that's prepared by the Visalia Cowboy Cultural Committee. People go crazy for that. And we have street entertainers too, trick ropers, that sort of thing. So it really is, there's a lot to do. And a children's corral for hands-on living history things for the kids.
So you mentioned the stages, and it is one price, general admission to come in, and you can go around to any of the stages. Describe the performances that people will see. Now we're going to see music performances, but also some cowboy poetry.
Right, cowboy poetry, and I know some people might think that's an oxymoron, but it actually goes way back to the old-time storytellers and the cattle drives. They would put their stories to verse, and hence we had cowboy poetry. So yeah, you'll see and hear cowboy poetry. And then the Western music itself is pretty amazing. There's a young trio of girls called the Quaby Sisters, the Quaby Sisters Band. They do Bob Wills music like it was written yesterday. 3-part harmonies on the fiddle and vocals, they're great. And then even a more modern twist, Cow Bop. They're based out of Southern California, and they take old traditional Western tunes, but they put a bebop feel to them. Then you have balladeers like Don Edwards, Dave Stamey, and a lot of really good singer-songwriters that show up for this.
And some of these might not be household names to everybody here in Southern California, but these are nationally renowned acts. A lot of them have played at the Opry before. The musicianship is really off the charts in terms of these acts.
It really is. I think if people are looking for something that's playing on the radio, it's not a fair comparison. You will find, however, the people that do know these acts follow them all over the country. That's how much they love what they do.
Okay, and some of the other stars of the show, you mentioned the peach cobbler, and the food is definitely a draw year after year. There's also a lot of cowboy gear, authentic cowboy gear and art.
Oh, you bet. We have a hat vendor here that comes all the way from Colorado. If you're into having a hat made for you, plus they have some that are already made, but they can actually measure you and have a custom fitted hat for you. And then we have other vendors who offer everything from art to actual tack for horses. We're also going to have a really neat thing this year. For the first time, the Art Directors Guild is going to have a building here, and they're going to be showing set designs that were made for movies here at Melody Ranch, like Deadwood. Mm-hmm. And members of the Directors Guild will be there telling people about the set design. It's going to be great.
And as you mentioned, the people watching is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
So besides the festival, which is going to be on Saturday and Sunday here at the ranch, there's a few other opportunities that people might want to miss.
Yeah, we have a lot of events that are outside the ranch leading up to and during. Most of them are in the Old Town Newhall area here, close to Melody Ranch. Some of them are already sold out, but one in particular still has tickets available, and that's the R.W. Hampton solo appearance at the William S. Hart Mansion on Saturday night. Thursday night on April 19th, we have Cowboy Couture, which is a great fashion show and a lot of fun at the Repertory East Theater. And that's concurrent with our Senses event, Wild Wild West, which is a free admission, going to be line dancing and a mechanical bull and and food trucks and you name it. That's going to be fun.
The shuttle site is located at 13th Street and Railroad Avenue, and people can definitely get their tickets for the festival here at Melody Ranch there. But they probably want to call ahead for some of the other events to the ticket line.
Yes, that'd be a good plan. Like I said earlier, one of the shows with R.W. Hampton has tickets available, but you never know. A lot of people call in the last week, so call ahead on that.
Okay.
But the general admission tickets, definitely, you can buy those both days at the shuttle site. And by the way, the parking is free and the shuttle ride to the ranch is free.
Okay. Mike, I want to thank you for joining us. Santa Clarita Cowboy Festival coming up at Melody Ranch on April 21st and 22nd. For more information, go to cowboyfestival.org.